This episode was recorded before the SAG-AFTRA strike commenced. We at Atomic Broadcasting wish to show solidarity in their fight for a livable wage. To learn more about SAG-AFTRA, feel free to follow the links in the show notes.
You are listening to an Atomic Broadcasting production, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the feature presentation. And remember, do your part, such as like, comment, rate, and don't forget to tell a friend to tune in for an Atomic Time.
Now, where was I? Ah, yes. After an exhausting investigation, the party took some time to relax for the evening. After supper at Alward's home, Zafir was hired to murder the same ruffian that they had arrested earlier that day. Teaming up with Hamir, the two broke him out of prison and disposed of his body in the river.
Sven, I'm interested in you because I heard you went to go see the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
I did.
We all need to go see that
Yeah.
without Sven. You've already seen it.
I did.
If you want to come, you can.
Well, tell us how you liked it.
So,
What was it about?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Some thieves, I think.
I'm just gonna say this: everyone who loves Dungeons and Dragons and who loves Pathfinder as well, if you go watch that movie, you are gonna laugh your head off and watch how a tabletop happens without seeing the tabletop, because they did a magnificent job. And you can watch and you see, oh, that's where they rolled a crit. Oh, that's where they fumbled.
Ooh, I'm excited to see that.
You will enjoy it.
Is there any famous actors in it? Or actresses?
Christopher Pine.
Chris Pine?
Chris
Hugh
Pine.
Grant.
I love Chris Pine. Sorry.
Justice Smith.
I didn't expect that.
Michelle Rodriguez.
I can look
Michelle Rod. I don't know who that is.
I don't know actors.
Those are some of them.
Chris Pine. I'll go watch it now.
He's a bard.
He is a bard.
That makes
Wait,
it
is he
even
the main?
better.
Yeah, he's the main character.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Or
guys.
he's the leader.
Sorry,
I guess.
I have to leave. I have to go watch this movie right
I guess
now.
I'll go see
I guess
it
this
soon.
episode is just us watching that movie.
I have a free popcorn waiting for me within 14 days.
Ooh.
So
If
we
you
should
do,
just
if
go.
you watch an IMAX, you might be able to get
No,
one of
thank
those
you.
dice popcorn things that they're
I don't
offering.
I think we
want
can
that.
just go to
The
the
D20s.
Alamo.
Yeah, the Alamo's probably best. Hey, shout out to the Alamo where we live. It's
Yeah.
great.
We enjoy it.
Not Texas.
Yeah, not
Not
Texas.
Texas.
It's a movie theater.
What's that?
I bet it is also a movie.
Texas? It's a mythical land.
Oh,
Really loud.
Some people
There's
don't
any-
believe it exists.
They do.
They do.
we enjoy
To those
going-
of our audience who are listening in the future, this was back when Texas was still around.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
And for those of you who believe that you're currently living in Texas, you're not.
Wake up, sheeple.
What's wrong with that?
It doesn't exist anymore, Abby.
I think IMDb is giving me
I'm
spoilers
part
because
Texan.
Don't
I'm
look
just
at
seeing
IMDb.
the cast and like a couple of
But
people
I
are labeled
am.
as
Not
corpse.
anymore.
I'm part Texan.
One of the best parts
Why
of the movie.
doesn't it exist anymore?
It's
We
just
don't-
like Minnesota.
What
Yeah.
happened? What?
Let's get going.
I need
What's
to go
your
cry.
Not
All right,
the
hold on,
Minnesota.
everybody. Jordy, what's your transition?
I had like multiple options come through, but then everything stopped. So speaking of multiple things happening, let's go ahead and do a downtime episode.
Woo. Wait, was that not last
You
episode?
sound so excited.
I was going to say, didn't that just happen?
I have so many things I want to do during my downtime.
I don't.
Well,
So many.
Congratulations.
As a group, we are going to have to decide if we want to leave today to go back to Copperberg.
Do we have any other plans?
I know what I want to do today.
So before we make plans for the party, how are Uver and Neros feeling this morning?
You wake up with a hangover.
You
Actually-
failed to
I was
wake up.
actually going to ask if I could roll, if I need to roll if I wake up with a hangover.
Actually,
I think
as a-
both of you, both Neros and Uver, need to roll to see if they wake up with a
Constitution.
what
hangover.
kind of
rolled a
roll is this?
16.
Fortitude save.
I don't know. How does a let me do the math here.
You both just leaned into the
Four-
same tray. It was kind of funny.
14, 24.
Oh,
24.
I was
Yeah.
going to say you have a -2.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I rolled a 16 on the die
Oh,
and have
okay.
8 to fortitude.
Okay, that makes sense. That's pretty good. Uver, you're feeling good.
And here I wrote down you couldn't hold your liquor.
dwarves can't
Wait.
hold that?
Neros, how are you feeling?
Party girl.
Neros, I rolled a 2
Oh.
for a total of 10.
Ooh.
Okay.
It's not
You may
bad.
have experience,
You got a
but
lot of
you
fun.
had a lot to drink.
The crowd is hushed.
So, if you'd had less experience with these sorts of situations, you might not be feeling great. So you wake up and you got a bit of a headache, but this isn't anything unusual for you and you kind of know how to push through.
Cool. Cool. I've had worse.
I'm proud of you.
Meanwhile, you go out and you see Uver's already ordering breakfast and looks a little tired, but not the worst
Oh,
for
I
wear.
will say I'm not getting up until someone knocks on my door.
Yeah, he
That's
couldn't
how
do
I
that.
am. I'm sorry.
3 years later.
Do I have to?
Or it's like
no, I don't
noon.
have to. Do I know what your door is? Do I know which one? Because I'm pretty sure I
Next
was in
door
the,
to
like the
him.
community room.
I told you that we were neighbors.
I'm next door to Hamir,
Um,
unfortunately.
do I have to see the spot that I can cast ghostly sound in?
What?
For the most part, you have to see where
Are you
wanna
talking about
cast
ghost
the spell.
sound?
Yeah.
Ghost sound.
Yeah, you would have to be able to have
That's
a line of
just
effect.
You could
rude.
lay down on the ground
And
and
look
look
through
under her door.
That sounds not
and
good.
go.
You could just cast it
That
at
is
the door.
so rude.
I could.
Look
I'm
through
sure
the
room
keyhole.
isn't more than 30 feet across.
the keyhole. There we go.
That's just mean.
Casting through the door hole. That's just what you hear. You just hear.
That's the ghost sound that I hear.
Yes.
I don't have experience with a lot of ghosts.
It's in a, he's in a tavern. It's a very lively ghost.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think. Are there any like saves against that? I don't
No.
know. There's
I
not a
don't-
very
no,
big.
there's
No,
not.
it's just a sound that happens. There's no saves
There's no
to stop
save.
hearing
It's
sound.
just a sound.
There would
Hey.
be a saved if they want to disbelieve it or something.
Listen
but-
to this. Listen to this. You can't create intelligible words or other intricate sounds,
such as music.
such as music. So we're just.
Are you actually doing this to her?
Yes.
The prankster got pranked.
That is true. The prankster did get pranked.
I'm supposed to try to wake you
Revenge.
up because I've had. I mean, you've verbally mentioned verbally that you won't get up.
That's
without
true. I
help.
said I wouldn't get up unless someone woke me up, or if it's like around noon.
If I
Well,
had a
lucky for
nickel.
you.
I know.
We have
It's
somebody
not
that'll
around
wake you.
noon.
What time is it?
Getting close to noon.
Close to
what
noon.
was the point of the spell?
To wake her up before noon.
Oh, right. It's like 11:59.
To give her a good wake up.
All right. So
All right.
you cast that? What is that? And why?
You hear like 3 bangs on the door and then just feet going.
Wait, so it's bang, bang, bang.
That's a good shirt.
How do you spell?
Just like that. Our transcribers in the audience will know.
We should use
THI-T.
Yeah, it's just T T T T T T T T T.
Footsteps.
Anyway, I pick up something that's on my bedside table and chuck it at the door.
I'm gone. I am out of there.
Didn't you hear the feet?
You just vase shatters.
We can go away from Neros now, please.
You don't want to be near us.
I do want to be Neros, but I'm not
You
going
don't
to.
want to be near us.
No.
Okay.
I don't want to narrate her getting up.
I stretch my left leg, then my right
She
leg.
went to sleep drunk.
I get that little shiver whenever I stretch my arms. My neck pops.
What are you doing?
I'm narrating her getting up.
So Zephyr comes down the stairs back into the common room, narrating how he's stretched.
Nope. You can't narrate
you.
somebody else.
No, I go down the stairs going, Nero should be joining us soon.
Hamir's gonna get up on the stage and pull out his talarpa and start playing.
Oh, that is delightfully sad.
It doesn't have to be sad.
Could be happy music.
Who's the bartender?
That guy we talked about with the name that's somewhat Scottish.
I have a lot of names.
Rolf Stockton.
Rolf Stockton?
Stockson.
Stockton.
That's
Sure.
me.
Oh, I just have an innkeeper. You're not the bar man.
Same thing.
He is the
Can
barman.
be.
He is the innkeeper barman all in
It's
one.
a small enough establishment.
How early do you serve the spirits?
We don't serve your kind here.
What type
Shut
of
up,
spirits?
Hamir, and keep playing.
That is the church next door.
I don't have a lot
We
of
don't
experience
serve
with
spirits
ghosts.
in this bar.
You're looking for a drink?
Yes.
It's not even noon yet.
No, it is exactly noon.
He can smell it in the air.
He pulls out a beat up old pocket watch. And he puts it down, says, "It's now noon." And he slides a glass of alcohol to you.
I just do a nonchalant sniff.
That's what I thought. Is this a fuffle shuffle?
That's what you wanted, isn't it?
I didn't even say the name, but I'm glad you know. Here.
Just gonna sit at the bar and drink.
Meanwhile,
You're the only one not.
in the
You are.
Bolden household.
If it's noon, I've been there for a while.
Or you could have been doing something else.
No. Howard is very punctual.
Oh, it's making his way downtown.
Walking fast.
Howard's the only
People
one that got a
passes,
good
tattle
night's
down.
sleep. You went to bed at a decent time.
I
Nobody
did.
else did.
No.
Saying goodbye to your mom.
I did say goodbye to my mom.
Saying goodbye
I
to
told
your
her not
sister.
to open up the door for any Ordsons. No explanation beyond that.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I'd be at the tavern, though, if it's already almost noon.
Yeah, so it's pretty much just your group, and there's this one random guy who's just traveling through town, stopping to grab a bite to eat on the way through.
All right, nobody talk to him, guys. That's a trap.
It's not crass, is it?
I don't want to talk to you. It's not the frog guy. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm
glad you know who I'm
Uber
talking
is having
about.
brunch and water.
So a bunch of mimosas.
Water.
No, a bunch of
Orange
mimosas
juice
and water.
and
Mimosas come
champagne.
free with brunch.
Yeah. That's why people go to brunch. They get
He's
drunk.
been
Get
passing them
mimosas.
all to Howard.
That one random dude in the tavern.
Hours just letting them pile up. Just, I don't want these.
I'll take him.
Okay. And then he's just going to start a chain of mage hands, passing them over to his table.
I love this town.
Did you guys wake Neros up?
I made a sound.
Do you know if she's coming?
I'm not sure. I kind of just knocked on her door and
Also,
ran
you
away.
all sleep really late. It's a little. I've been here for 5 hours.
I had an
It was a
eventful
very
night.
long night.
Yeah, we stayed up and played slap hands.
Honestly, I don't remember much of last
Slap
night.
hands.
Well, I remember some, but I'd rather not remember it.
What did you? So you came back here after you left my home and played slap hands.
Well, sometimes it involves the face, but yeah.
Who did you play this with?
Obviously, Uver doesn't remember.
I don't remember much after I came down
Well-
to the bar last night.
Well, whenever Neros gets down and ready, we can, I suppose, discuss what we're going to be doing.
And the mystery of Uvir's memory has been solved.
It's always been alcohol.
He walked into the ancient library and was like, "There's a lot of alcohol in here. Don't mind if I do." That's why we didn't find any.
All
alcohol.
those old shattered
Alcohol and a
vases.
game
Yeah,
of
that
slap
was
That wasn't vases.
that wasn't vases.
That
I
was
didn't want to
just getting
derail the
drunk.
show, but I thought that was
That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that was fun.
That
Thank you.
stays in.
Oh no!
But yeah, and,
It's a fun game. Would you like to play?
no, I don't want you to touch my hands.
Well, if you're good, then I won't.
I'll play if you allow mage hands.
I will not be slapping any incorporeal hands. Only your own or your face.
I'm gonna cast time sense. How long has it been since everybody's gotten down here and he's knocked on Neros' door?
8 minutes.
8 minutes. I don't know how long it normally takes for Neros to get up, but can somebody go check on her, please?
I'm sure you're familiar with females and their morning rituals.
I'm really not.
How long do you think it takes us to get ready?
7 hours.
I mean, y'all, for
No.
guys, it's like put on some pants that you may or may not be cleaned. Put on a shirt, you're good to go.
So I get ready.
Does
The
he-
traveler, the
how does
traveling guy
does
walks
he-
up and he picks up
What?
another mimosa and he's like, "Well, that's kind of narrow-minded of you," and just walks back to his
All
table.
right, we have to go through Neros' morning routine.
I'm going to send up my unseen servant just to ram into her door repetitively because it can't knock. It doesn't have arms.
It's just
Knocks
rude.
with its face.
I would contest that knocking on the door is a simple task.
Fine. So my unseen servant is knocking at very specific intervals. Just 1, 2, 3, waits 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, waits 5 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Neros.
It can't
Neros.
speak.
Whoever you are, go away.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh.
Nice. I'm not gonna get blamed for it.
I will rush over to the door and throw it open. She only has one boot
Nothing
on. The
is
other one's in
there.
her hand.
You see nothing.
I told you it takes a long time to get ready.
The heck?
Are
And
you
it knocks on
standing in
your-
the doorway? It knocks on your leg.
Stop it. What are you?
Wait, how short is this thing?
It only takes up a 5 foot by 5 foot square, so it's not very big.
I thought it
Wouldn't that mean it's like 5 foot tall?
No, I'm imagining it just occupies the space. It's not 5 foot tall. It's like 3 feet tall at most.
Dun, dun, dun.
And it's a sphere. But it's invisible, so you don't know.
Are you Albert's weird floating thing?
It's invisible, so how would you?
Knock, knock.
You know, if it had more of a personality, it would be our cute animal creature.
It
of the
would.
podcast.
But
of
it
the
can't
show.
have personality by thing of the spell.
So I will leave my room then.
With only one boot.
With only one boot, she walks into the bar room holding her boot and be like,
As you're walking away, you just hear clunk, clunk, clunk.
"What in the world?" I enter the bar room holding one boot. They're like, "There's something knocking on my door."
And I just sort of call it back. I forgot to give it a second task. I'm sorry.
It was knocking on my leg
It
after I
nudges.
opened the door.
Nudges you as it walks
It
past.
can only do one task. It's not. Yeah.
Zephyr looks at your boot and says, "You know, they offer a discount if you bring your own cup."
What?
No, we don't.
You're having troubles putting your boot on.
No, I was about to, and then someone sent something to interrupt me.
It has been 8 minutes since he said that he came and got you.
Yeah,
I
8 minutes, not 8 hours.
We need to.
You got a problem with that?
No, I wasn't sure where you were or what was
I was
going
in
on.
my room.
We need to discuss what's happening. It's noon. I've been here a long time.
Would anybody like to play slap hands?
No.
It's really fun.
That's your opinion.
I promise you'll enjoy it.
So
I don't want. Nope.
real fast, is that tennis where you grab it and you smack each other, or is it this game?
It's this game.
Okay.
Wait. I've come up with my own game, thank you.
Wait,
very much.
hold on.
Wait,
this
what is
this
slap
isn't
hands?
something that exists.
Okay, should I say this on or off record?
On record.
So I made this game up just like 10 minutes ago. So slap hands, you use the D20, You're playing with somebody else. You use your reflex bonus to see who rolls faster.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, but like, not aside from what does it look like?
Aside from the mechanics, is it the thing where?
I guess so. I guess you could consider that.
The thing where your hands are all horizontal and so.
But I'm
going
to say also, if you critical fail, or you critically fail, they slap you in the face.
So it's that one game, but with a twist.
Yes.
Slap Hands Battle Royale.
You're starting a circle of like 17 people. So if you want to play,
I needed to know that. Thank you.
I don't. Not right now.
I do apologize. You to rush you though, but I've been here 6 hours,
That's the
5
only fault.
hours.
It's not our fault.
I assumed everyone was going to get up and ready at a decent time.
You got here obscenely early. We didn't set a time to meet this morning.
I assumed that everyone.
Well, you know what they say about assuming.
I actually.
Oh crap! It's
don't.
noon. I have somewhere to be.
No,
What?
You do?
I will be back.
And
Where
I
are
run
you
out
going?
the door.
Okay, that's fine. I was going to go to the library today, but we do need to discuss about if we're going back to Copperberget soon. I need to be back by the end of the week, so.
Well, we have a bit of time.
Hey, may I please stop playing your instrument and join the conversation?
I can hear.
Also, I am gone.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
we assume.
No, I'm just assuming if you're going to have a group conversation without me.
Well, then leave.
Why don't you
I
wait?
did.
Why don't you wait for Zephyr to come back?
He could be gone all
It's
day.
not gonna kill you.
It might.
I mean, it might.
Did he give you that thing?
What are you talking about?
I see.
This
Go
is the
back to
first
play.
time I've seen him today. This is the first time I've seen any of you. Also, well, does anybody want to join me in the library today?
No.
Okay.
You're going to the library.
Don't
Yes.
know.
I thought you were gonna ask if we were gonna leave immediately.
I do. I just have to be in Copperberget by the end of the week. We have today
I don't know.
and half of tomorrow, technically.
It only takes a couple hours to get back to Copper.
Oh, I thought it took a day and a half.
No,
I
we
always
took
think
the
this.
carriage, so it wouldn't take that long.
Oh, well, then
It's a
we
day on foot.
Then
We're
we
not
have
going on foot.
3 days.
4 days remaining now.
4 days. 4 days. So.
See, we have plenty of time.
Right. I'm just.
I don't know if I'm in the mood
For what?
for the library.
Oh.
Oh yeah, how are you feeling, by the way?
Oh,
You good?
From
Does your
last-
head hurt from the slap hands?
I,
Don't know that.
I don't remember that. But are you talking about from the bar? Yes, I am fine. That
Wait.
apparently.
Yeah, let's talk about the bar. Was there something else that happened? What happened?
Nothing of importance. It was.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Either way, I think I will not go to the library today. I think I will just
So you're going to
stay here.
choose an eventually very loud tavern over a quiet, secluded library.
Normally you would go to the library. Is something wrong?
There is some solace in having a bunch of people around you, just telling their own stories or just being carefree in the world, and it is nice sometimes to be around that.
Okay, so who broke Uver?
I didn't.
Looks
I
at
don't
Hamir.
remember.
Did you break Uver?
He just looks at you for a second, looks at Uber,
Wait.
and then just keeps playing.
Well, I'm going.
Zephyr will know. He's supposed to give you something.
I don't like how you keep
I'm
saying
so
that.
confused.
He was at my house last night. He could have given it to me then.
He didn't have it then.
Okay.
He got it during slap hands.
That's another word for it.
I'll go with you to the
Oh, wait, I
library,
am
but you need to give me
very
15
hurt.
minutes. I'd like to finish the hour.
So you'd heal your constitution plus
Okay.
1.
Does my wounded condition go away?
Yes.
Yes. So if you ever have your wounds treated, or if
It goes down 1 per day, I think.
no, it goes away completely if you have your
okay.
wounds treated, or if you have a good night's sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
If you give me about 15 minutes, I'll join you for the library.
Uh,
I need to finish the hour.
that's sure.
And hopefully Zephyr will be back.
Okay. Well, in that case, and then I turn to Rolf and I'm like, I guess I will take that food now. I didn't expect to be here that long.
You didn't want lunch?
This is my breakfast.
You didn't eat breakfast?
You didn't eat
I thought you guys were going to wake up, so I kept turning him down.
You could have eaten without us.
Anyway.
He brings a plate of cold food. No, I'm kidding.
Prestidigitation.
Here was your breakfast 6 hours ago.
While Alward is tucking into his nice, well-cooked breakfast, we'll find ourselves in the market.
Hello, it's the market.
I would like to buy that fish.
Oh, how much for the tomato?
2 cents.
Seeing as
Oh,
it's
all right.
noontime, there's plenty of activity and lots of trade going on. Zephyr has a particular target he's looking for, though.
And swallowed fire.
Roger, Roger.
Oh.
Pies. Get your pies here. Pies.
Oh, I love pies.
Do I spot Roger anywhere?
Yes, you shortly find Roger, and he's like at a fishmonger's cart, like looking at the various fish that are available.
I already told you, it's 2 cents per fish.
Black holes.
I walk up to him and I start looking at the fish.
You gotta blend in.
I don't know why.
How's
I
the
look up.
cod
Usually
this
aren't
year?
they like in a basin or something?
We got crates of fish, but we also got strings of fish. It's like a string of garlic. You hang it from your ceiling, and it makes the house smell nice.
You're not here. Go away.
No, I'm a random person trying to buy some fish.
You don't.
Well, you're in the right place. Now go away.
Okay.
So, the fish are nice today.
Yeah. Looks like you had a good catch this morning.
Sure did. I'm looking to get my pay for my wares.
Ah, make a successful delivery last night.
You could say the delivery is with the fishes.
Ah, that's where we are, ain't it? And he pulls out a sack of gold. Reckon you done your job.
Thank you. I take it and pack it away.
Would you like to come with me for a moment? I'd like to speak with you about other fishy business.
Well, I'm not really sure what those blokes are talking about, but I don't think it's fish.
Sure. I'll be back, Jerry. Keep those herring fresh. So you and Roger step away from the fishmonger's cart.
So I'd like to keep this a little quiet, but I was a little interested that fish
Yeah.
had some interesting things to say, and I don't usually do this of my catch, but I'm very interested in knowing who requested this particular bounty.
Ah, mate, I'm disappointed in you. Thought you were a professional, going and asking about where we get the jobs and all that.
I am, but in the grand scheme of things, it felt like I understand that I needed to get the job done, but it felt like there was something he was a part of, something bigger, something that I feel like if I were to take care of him, a target would be put on my back.
Well, everybody's part of something, ain't it?
Yes, but I don't want to be a part of something that's trying to kill me. I prefer to be on the other end of that.
Well, looks around a little bit, notices, nobody's really paying any attention. He leans in close. Between you and me, if you don't like targets on your back, you don't like people out to kill you, might not want to stick around in Joel for much longer. I think it's about to get a bit hairy.
What do you mean?
You didn't hear it from me. There's going to be a bit of an upset coming up here. Don't know when, don't know why, but I'm just fixing to get out of town myself for a while. Visit the countryside,
I know that I can trust your information, but how do you know this?
We've got our ways. I'm sure you know things I don't know that you don't want to tell me how you learned.
Well, if you don't mind, I can keep your name out of it, but I'd be very interested in finding out what's going on. I have people It's just that there are people in this town that I do feel a connection with, and I would like to, if possible, help in some way. Maybe not only warn them, but see if I can either delay what may be happening or potentially get myself involved in such a way that I can divert the problems away from them.
Sophia, if there's anybody in this town you care about, I'd recommend you find somewhere else to spend the next couple months. Listen, he puts a hand on your shoulder. You're a terrifying man, and I mean that in the best way possible.
Thank you.
But I'm not half so scared as I am of you as I am of what's going to happen here.
At least give me a hint.
I don't know how you put a little challenge to me. What would be a good hint? Something that would like push the story forward, you know? Give you a bit of a lead to dig into.
Yeah. By the way, you two gents look nice, but can I set up my stall here now?
No, leave.
Oh, all right. Sorry. Jackie, can I set up next to you?
Sure, mate. Come on.
How about a deadline? I'd say 5th of Desnus.
What's today's date?
It's the 3rd of Gosrin.
Oh, it's like a month out.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. The plot thickens like soup.
I wrote down about a month until bad happened.
Solid.
Well, as much as you've conversated and told me today, I do appreciate your help and assistance, and I look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you so much, Roger.
Of course, you're one of the best in your line, and if I have any other, deliveries, fishy business, I'll let you know.
I pat him on the shoulder and I disappear into the crowd. I'm going to head back towards the tavern.
Meanwhile, back at the inn.
The inn. I'm going to head back towards the inn.
I'm just saying, he may not show up for another 30 minutes. Why do we have to wait?
It's all right. I finished my set. My hour's done. It's been done for 15 minutes.
I open the door quietly.
It's a very quiet psh.
Oh, look. It's him.
Oh, what fortuitous timing.
I am quite fortuitous.
Okay.
Were you waiting on me for something?
For some reason, Mia wanted to wait for you.
Well, I appreciate you.
I was just going to go to the library.
Oh. Well, why didn't you go?
Because Mia said he wanted to come with me, and he said we should wait for you.
Oh,
and I hadn't had breakfast yet.
It took you that long to eat.
I was waiting on all of you.
How are you feeling, Uver?
I'm all right.
He doesn't want to go to the library. Don't let him lie to you.
It is just nothing too unordinary. I wish to stay in the inn today.
May I speak with you for a moment, if that's all right with everyone?
I need to say something to you.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Well,
Alone?
Yes.
well, I'm gonna go ahead and head off to the
I'll
library
meet
then.
you there.
Why didn't we do that in the first
You
place?
could have.
You told me to
You
wait.
needed your breakfast. It's good for you.
Why do you always listen to instructions?
I'm a very lawful man.
But is that your alignment?
I don't know what you're referring to. I'm going to be off to the library now.
I forgot to tell you her name.
Usually that's the first thing I like to request, but
It's Hertha.
Hertha?
Yeah.
Like her, the?
THA.
Ah.
Excuse me while I write this down in my mental notes.
I thought I should tell you. All right. Goodbye.
I'm still writing in my mental
That's
notes.
fine. Also, I told Howard you're going to give him something at some point.
Yes, and about that, I do still plan on giving it to him. I just want to make sure that I know what I'm giving him.
Oh, that's fine. Uber can tell you all about it.
I figured.
It's not my
that you
problem
put it
anymore, so goodbye.
Oh, all right. Well, have a nice drink at the library for me. I hear that's where you can get some nice cocktails.
I follow Howard out because it was a very quick conversation. Hello, Howard.
Are you in here? Nim, 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 nim.
Nim, 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 nim.
Noom Noom, are you here?
Neros?
And Noom Noom was there, and Ooh Ooh was there.
Uver was in my head, and Nero's turned into Uver, so it's just
And Ali left.
No.
Ali and Hey Hey left, and now it's just Ooh Ooh and Noom Noom.
I was reading an ability, and I feel like I missed something very funny.
You just called Neros Nunu.
Ah, Nunu. Okay.
among others.
He was trying to ask
Among
if
other
Neros
news.
was still there, and he was like, "Is
That's your nickname. It's been Neros' pet nickname from the
That's
beginning.
not her nick. She has a nickname, but
It's-
that's
nope.
not it.
I don't think
Nunu
any of us
now.
know it, so.
Because I forgot about it until literally
It's
yesterday.
Neri.
No,
Is it Nyanya?
no.
Nini.
All right, everybody
That's like
just
a grandma's
continuously
name.
call
Sam.
Nero
What?
something else
What?
until we figure
What?
this out. What?
What? Why'd you say me?
Oh, I thought you were doing jazz hand. No.
Yeah, I was doing jazz hands.
Just don't pay attention to anything Sam does, because he
breaks us every time.
Why is everything just derailing today?
I think it's because I'm not trying to kill you all.
Petite, what are
makes
you doing now?
well, first of all, I'm making sure. I'm wondering if Nunu's in the room.
That's now Neros'
No,
nickname.
it's not.
You don't get to
Please
choose
don't
this.
call her that. Please, I'm begging you.
It's not up to
Don't
me.
say that.
Neros is in the room. Yes.
Are there more people in the room?
There's one other guy and the innkeeper.
Only one other, and it's Noon.
It's probably noon 15, noon 30 now.
It's noon 30.
That broke our editor.
He couldn't hold it anymore.
Jacob was trying so hard to keep it in.
Okay, anyway.
So yeah, it is more like noon 30.
12:30, Jordy.
Noon 30.
Noon 30.
12:30.
Noon 30.
What's wrong with noon 30?
It's noon.
It's a little ways into the PM.
Uver, may I talk to you for a moment?
It's noon here. Uwe. I would like
Is
to
Nero's
speak
in
with
the room?
you.
Yes. Okay. I don't need to talk to you.
Neros,
He just
yes.
wanted to know
I
if-
don't need to talk to
He
you.
just wanted to know if you were still there. So
I am clearing the room. I am a man of murderous intent. I must make sure I know my
Obviously.
audience.
Don't murder Uwe.
Okay, well, I'm not currently of murderous intent.
Okay.
Uver, may I talk to you for a moment?
Of course, yes. That's
We may step away. Isn't that your favorite corner over there? You spend a lot of time in it. Huh?
it is out of the way. Yes, whenever I'm trying to do my work.
Yeah, so let's sit down.
Okay.
I was just looking for a yes.
What do you wish to talk about?
So now that we're sitting here away from everyone else, I need to ask you about the helmet.
You just kind of see a look of. He shudders a little bit. What do you wish to know about the helmet?
So Hamir and I were speaking last night, and he gave it to me to entrust into my possession for however brief it may be, and I wanted to make sure, for one thing, he said that you put it on, and, well, I was kind of curious what would happen if I put it on. He didn't tell me what happened, I just, there seemed to be some sort of reaction that I was not aware of.
To be honest, I don't know what would happen if you put it on. For example, I know that Hamir put it on and nothing happened, but I don't know what would happen if you put it on. But I would not suggest that you try it. I do not think there is anything good with that helmet. And as much as I want to learn about it and understand its secrets and its connection to any kind of gestures to the runish scars that you can see, as it is connected to these and the people that created them or did the magic. I almost think that it would be better to throw it into the ocean or into the river, never to be seen again. I think there is some evil or something far too powerful for us to understand. The things what it did to me. I do not wish for anyone else to feel that. So do not try to put it on, my friend. I do not think it would do you good. I don't know if it would do you harm, but if it did, it is not worth it.
I must entrust some secrecy from you, because I don't want to let this to the others. Hamir did ask me to give it to Alward. I'm not 100% sure of the implications or his reasoning, but as you have more experience with it, and you seem to think it has some sort of dangerous aspect to it, I am taking into account my friend's opinions.
You see Uver look very confused for a moment, like, why would he suggest that? Given what he knows. I do not know what he is thinking when he said to give it to him. I do not think it would be wise. For instance, nobody knew that he had the helmet. Not even I knew that he had the helmet. He only told me last night. But the people that came for us knew. They knew exactly who had the helmet. They did.
They knew the group had
Yeah,
it.
they
They
knew.
No, they went specifically after him.
I think it's because I was in the front.
No.
No comment.
Ah,
I don't
Yeah,
rem-
they
oh,
went specifically after you. He said that one.
I don't remember him saying that one, but my memory.
I
of
don't
that is
remember that
tainted.
either.
The leader that walked away and got away actually said, capture him alive.
Oh,
It
that's
doesn't
right.
matter.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess
The casualties don't matter.
I
I somewhat
didn't think about
remember that.
but that plays into the way my character's thinking anyway.
Yeah. So
that's good.
So anyway, okay. They knew exactly who had the helmet. You heard the man. He said, grab him and the rest, it don't matter. Or something like that. Anyway, somehow they can sense, or they know ahead of time, that where the helmet is. If we give it to Alward, not only him, but also his family could be in danger.
You know for a fact it has divination magic on it. I'm just putting that out there.
That's right, I do.
Oh.
Like that cued in my head the second he said divination. I don't know, but you do know this.
Yeah, it's not something I now I do. Thank you for reminding me. It's not something that I would necessarily share
Yeah.
specifically.
No, and that's fine. I'm just
Yeah. In fact, I think that they would know exactly where it is, no matter who had it. And that includes you.
Wouldn't we need to keep this safe? If they want it so badly?
I do not think anything good would come of giving it to them, but on the other hand, I know that I need to find this Mad King to get the answers I seek. And they are the ones that could best lead me to him or answers.
Before we go on a Mad King hunt, I would also like to speak with the two of you and Neros over there. This may be connected, but I figure that without Alward and Haymir, who seem to be the most leading driving forces of our little group, I wanted to get your opinions on something that we may need to acknowledge. I'm going to call out for Neros. Nunu, can you come sit with us for a moment?
Not if you call me that name.
Nini.
Not that one either.
Try near.
Near.
No.
Near.
Nana?
You're getting no. I'm not a grandmother.
Nero.
No.
Nunu Neros.
What? What did you say?
I said Neros.
Okay, I heard something else for a second.
Amsterdam.
Do you need me?
Yes, please sit with us if you would.
Fine. Are there still mimosas on the counter?
I was basically in a conveyor line handing them.
So there's no more on the
There are
counter?
mimosas
Depending
on the
on if
table.
you drank them all.
There's mimosas on the table of an unconscious man.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, I go over and grab a mimosa and then go sit down. But like the chair is like backwards, so I'm like straddling the chair.
I reach up and I take the mimosa and say thank you.
What? No, that's not for you. Give that back.
Oh, sorry.
Give that back. You want one, you go get one yourself.
Well, they seem to all have been drank already.
They're not.
A lot of empty glasses up
There's
there.
a lot, but they're not all
There's
empty.
like 4
Anyway.
still over there.
I wanted to bring together this small group of
Intellectuals.
Misfits, intellectuals.
less
Gorgeous.
pronounced of our group. Uver here being the one who can't remember half of the things he's done, and Neros here being the one who can't remember what she did this morning because she was probably asleep. Anyway, I wanted to see...
I'm yet offended, yet it makes sense.
I need your opinions. Before I talk to Haymir and Alward, I came across some information earlier today.
Is that why I had to go to the market?
About 30 minutes ago, yes.
Oh.
Supposedly there is something about to happen here in Joel. Supposedly there's something about to happen here in Joel that may cause death and destruction for many people. I didn't get a lot of information, but I know it's happening about a month away from here. And I believe, at least I feel a drive to possibly figure out how to help.
Do you want to help people?
I
I'm
feel...
sorry, from what I've seen, that's hard to believe.
Look, I'll be straight with you. I kill those who deserve to be killed.
Okay.
If they don't deserve to be killed, maybe I'll hurt them in some way, but I won't kill them. I don't want to see an entire town die. But from what I've heard, it sounds like many, many, many innocent lives are going to be ruined, destroyed, or otherwise disappear. And I feel an obligation to help.
And this information that you got is reliable.
Yes.
Where'd it come from?
An informant.
So you're going to tell me?
Yes.
And the cause of this is...
I'm not sure.
Do you have a guess?
Bad people.
Usually, yes, that is the case, but specific bad people, a group, or...
I don't want to give you incorrect information, considering I don't have any. All I'm telling you is that I want to help. Look, Alwood's family lives in this town. They're very nice. I grew slightly more connected with them, and they're the only family that I've really felt a connection to in years. So before I consult the other two, the ones that seem to have obligations of their own, I wanted to see what you thought.
It is not that I don't wish to help, but I don't know where to start. Where would we start? It's not like we could go screaming through the streets that the world is going to end and everyone would believe us.
Yes, but that would possibly bring it along faster.
Yeah, it might be fun. Not to bring it along faster. No, just to run screaming through the streets.
Well, I mean, you can do that without divulging anything. In fact, why don't you? 10 minutes. I'll meet you outside.
No.
I'm sure we could find a place to start. I mean, you're smart. You've got knowledge in your brain and apparently written on you. The others could also help. Alwood knows the city.
Perhaps we can speak with that Edward person that we put in prison the other day.
You mean Eric Erickson?
Don't believe we could do that, considering he's in prison and everything.
I mean, they allow visitors.
Not for these types of he's dead.
Oh my gosh.
No one expected that.
It was so good.
Not for
Just
us.
deadpan. He's dead.
He's dead.
I'm tired of this. He's dead.
Oh boy. Okay.
I can only string it along so much.
No, that's perfect. That's beautiful. I love it.
What? Why is he dead? How do you know that he's dead?
I went to check on him earlier, and I asked if I could talk to him.
Wait, why were you talking to him alone?
I was not, because he's dead.
What?
Yes, I went to check on him to see if I could find more information.
Yeah, why did you go to do that alone? Why didn't you take someone with you?
Because I work alone.
And he didn't. He was dead when you got there.
Yes. They didn't obviously let me, air quotes, talk to him.
They must. The cult must have killed him to silence him.
That makes sense.
I thought
yes.
I would bring him out. Why would they kill part of their family?
I have been told in the past by things that I work with, they often hire people to silence those who try to give information, and obviously we found some information. That sounds very likely.
But who would they hire that could do it in the...
This is going to sound silly, but they're called hired killers.
It is a shame that they did not get caught before.
Well, you know, I mean, that's what they do. It's kind of, they're experts at getting in and getting out.
And you're aware of these people?
They usually stay to the shadows. I am usually only informed. I used to be one myself, but obviously things have changed.
It is unfortunate. Then, did you went to go see, but why were you getting informed?
You're dwelling on this quite a lot. Let me start from the beginning. I went to talk to him.
No, you don't understand. What I'm asking is, who told you about what's going to happen to the town?
Oh, an informant.
And they just out of the blue told you this for...
They informed me.
For what reason?
Well, they were leaving town. They told me that they were going to leave, and they said that if I were smart, I would leave as well. And I asked for what was going on, and they said that they wouldn't tell me, except for the possibility that it is happening on, let me check my mental notes, in about a month. It doesn't really matter anyway if we're going to be leaving within 4 days, but I thought maybe we could help within the 4 days that we're here.
GM, does that particular date ring any bells to Uber?
Someone who's lost half his memory.
Make a society check.
Okay.
Did you say GM? I thought you said Jim.
Holiday.
I
Or
think
the
we
start
could
of one of
canonically
those
call him
weeks of
Jim.
Holidays.
Hey, Jordy, is it okay if we canonically call you Jim?
Only Jimothy.
Okay.
Timothy, please, sir.
17.
Nice.
Nothing comes to mind.
Sad days.
There are things that could be happening then, like, there might be like some kind of like the winter is officially over and it's spring kind of shindig going on, but you're not aware of like it's not tornado season, there's not any like scheduled warlords coming by or anything.
Do they have tornadoes in Galarian?
Do they schedule for the warlords?
Do they schedule their tornadoes?
It's warlord season.
One could assume
It's
they
the
have
time
tornadoes.
of year when the snow melts and kings go to war.
The question is, do they have tornadoes where we're at?
More than likely, no, because it's like Canada.
Yeah, it's a coastal
I mean, I guess
Canadian.
Canada could. It's
I don't
just
know
hard
if Canada
to.
has tornadoes.
New York has.
That's New York. That's not
I
Canada.
know, but it's north.
That is true. It is north.
Lots of planets have
Anyway.
You know most Canadians.
I closed my
That date doesn't bring anything to mind, unfortunately. Perhaps we can speak with Albert. At the very least, he would be able to get his family out. But I can't think at the moment of how we could convince a town or find out what. Unless the cult has something to do with it. That is but speculation on my part. I don't know, but they did say that he is returning.
You do have a point there. If anything bad is happening, I would suspect a cult.
But I think for now that watch your back. And he gestures to your bag. We need to all watch for anything that can attack us, I think. I do not think we've seen the last of these cultists until they find what they think they seek.
And with that, we'll cut away from the inn, and we'll find ourselves back once again at the Joel Library, just as Alward and Hamir are walking up the steps.
So what are you looking for here?
I thought it'd be good since we didn't get anything out of that Eric guy. He said it was his family, and surely that either here or maybe the town hall has some records of lineage that we could look up and maybe get some information.
Yeah, they could have something like that or some heraldry.
Yeah. Also, I'm here to study and the books that we found
Oh, all right. Makes sense.
and some other things.
All right.
Why did you want to come to the library?
To talk to you.
We were at the tavern
You were wanting to leave, so I thought I'd come with you.
for
Also, there's
15 extra minutes beyond your set. You could have talked to me at any point.
the GM didn't really give me the time to do that.
I don't know who this GM is, but he sounds very mean.
It's Jim.
Oh, it's Jim
Okay.
sounds
Timothy.
nice.
So
My
we'll just-
bad.
Go where you need to go, and I can talk to you there.
Okay. Is the librarian there?
She is.
I'm gonna walk up and hello.
Oh, hello. How did your expedition go?
Great. Do you have books of heraldry or lineage or like a book that explains where to find certain people about the Erickson family?
She looks at you curiously and is like, yes, we've got some books just over here, and starts leading the way.
You probably shouldn't tell people the specific family we're looking
How
for.
else is she supposed to know where to direct me if she
There are a
does not
bunch
know?
of cultists hidden in society.
What's your last name, madam?
She turns around with a knife.
That would be perfect timing. Just, what's your last name, madam? Stab. No, I assume that
anyone could be one of them.
Well, that's the case. You could be one of them, but you're not, so.
Well,
Pulls out a knife. Do you know anything about what they were talking about? They pointed at you during the...
what do you mean?
For the helmet. It doesn't matter.
So following the librarian, you reach like the section of the library where they keep like books and annals and scrolls and all that stuff on just like census data and, you know, heraldry information, stuff like that. And she's like, I don't know particularly exactly about the family you're looking for, but if we have anything, it would be in this section. And then she kind of pauses for a little bit and she's like, that name, why are you looking for that name in particular?
A little assignment. Like, you know, you're given just a name and go figure out what you can. Nothing really important.
The expedition we went on yesterday, some of the items that we found mentioned that name.
Oh.
So I figured I would look into it a little bit more before heading back to, you know, turn in the info.
Yeah.
Either of you want to roll perception checks?
I would love to.
24.
23.
So both of you notice that when you say, oh, it's just something from the research we're doing, she looks a little bit disappointed.
Is everything okay?
Oh, it's fine. It's just that girl that was with you last time you were here. She had been looking into something, and I thought you might have had a lead.
Wait,
No, she didn't tell us anything.
was there someone looking for the same name?
Oh, no, just
What name were they looking for?
that was the question.
Oh. Who was this?
The only female that we travel with.
Oh, I'm sorry. I must have.
The one dancing in the corner.
I must have blanked on that. My apologies. Neros was it? Okay.
Yeah. Noon.
That's fine.
No.
That's fine.
Just new.
She was
Oh,
looking for
Nunu.
something. I'm sure she found something that she was looking for.
Real fast. I'm assuming this is all categorized by like a library.
Yeah, they use the Dewey decimal system.
The Dewar Decimal System. Okay.
Doer.
I would like just
The
real
Dolphin
fast
Decimal System.
to use a feat that hasn't come up yet called Eye for Numbers to get like a general estimate of how many books in this section there are for me to like scour through.
70 some.
Okay. So about 70 books here. If you want to help, assuming that there's only the last name, we'd only have to search through maybe 5 of them.
All right. Sounds fine.
I'll start on this one, and you start on. And I just sort of start grabbing books with my mage hand and passing them to him.
Thanks for your help, ma'am.
Of course, if you need anything else, I'll be up at the front desk.
Sounds good. Thank you.
And she walks off.
And then I'm going to go and you go ahead and start on that. I'm going to go find some more books about some the things, and I'll be back.
All right. Sure.
I would like to find books about just basically the kind of magic that I'm capable of, like any noted history on it or anything like that. Anything involving like specifically
Aphorite?
Yeah, my Aphorite things, like stories about those specifically.
Ooh.
It's nothing major, don't freak out.
I would imagine you would find things.
Okay, I'm going to grab them and bring them back. I'm going to bounce back and forth between helping him out, searching for the name, just reading that, and then trying to work on deciphering the language.
Could both of you roll library use?
Can I roll I have accounting, lore, and society. Which one?
Oh yeah.
It would be society. I was messing with you.
81
That's a lie.
over like 20.
That's what I
Do you
thought
want
I
to follow
did.
the expert?
What is society? I have a +0.
I have an 18.
14.
Oh, wow. So the two of you make pretty reasonably good time sorting through the papers and books and stuff. How in depth of a search are you making? Like, are you trying to like look through every book and just like, we're going to be here for 2 hours, let's skim them? Or are you like actually looking through the books?
Since Hamir's here, Alward's probably like he just has to find a name, and then once he finds a name, we'll go from there. So Alward's probably more focused on deciphering the writing than He is searching for the name since he has help.
Now, you're working on deciphering the writing from the books you got from the vault,
the
right?
ancient Thessalonian.
Okay. So that'll be more of like a long-term project
Yeah,
of learning ancient Thessalonian.
specifically about a week.
Sounds fun. Approximately.
So you're working on that. You're working on so that word was like this word, and just deciphering things through dictionaries, leaving most of the researching this arid name to Hamir.
I'm using my book that allows me to know languages to decipher this language, not a dictionary.
What's the difference?
It's the same thing.
It is the same
It's a
thing.
magic dictionary.
It's a magic dictionary.
A mictionary.
A mictionary.
One mictionary later, Hamir, you've been through about half of the books, and you haven't seen a single reference to this name.
This isn't really going anywhere.
Just keep looking. You still have about 3 left.
Listen.
You're the one who wanted to come to the
I
library.
wanted to talk to you, and you haven't said a single word since we got here.
You haven't said a single word since we got here either.
A
You're the one
patron
who
walks
wanted to
by and
talk.
is like, "Shh."
Wait,
Shut up.
you've gotten us shushed.
I don't care.
You're being very rude.
I thought I would come to clear the air on some things.
Oh, why you keep thinking that I need to impress you? Because I would love that.
I don't need you to impress me.
You keep assuming. I don't know. The way you talk about how I'm a disappointment.
I just assumed you'd be more like your father.
Well, no.
Obviously.
We're two different people. He died when I was very young.
I'm aware. I spent 10 years with him, so I thought
Clearly
it was
not.
a little different. Well, I just wanted... I don't know how much you know about me. I don't think
Nothing at
nothing.
all.
Exactly.
You said you spent 10 years with him?
Yeah.
I thought everyone... So you were in his unit?
Yeah.
So I was told everyone died.
No.
Clearly.
I survived.
So they don't know
And
you're
I mean,
alive?
there's and one of our older commanding officers who retired about 5 years ago is also still alive over in Torvit. Where am I? Where did I start?
Tomgrove?
Tomgrove. Grove.
Isn't that like right next to Copperburget?
It is. It's like a half day's walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, so he's alive.
Well,
Mostly.
I assumed the commanding officer
of.
was alive. They
Wow.
said everyone in the unit.
I would like to interject. That is also the town that Alward was living in until recently.
That's what I assumed. Because, yeah. Yeah, I may have known him.
Maybe.
So, was that it? You don't...
I don't...
You're going to drop those weird expectations and...
I just wanted you to know that I was there with him in the war. We spent 10 years ago. We were very close friends. Are you okay? He talked a lot about his life and you people.
You people?
Your family. And I thought since we happened to be together that I don't know. I don't know if you have questions about your father or something. He certainly is interested in you.
He's dead.
Well, mostly.
And no, I knew a lot about him, minus his warring days, of course. But he did write us frequently when he could. But no, as far as it goes right now, I mean, I would have questions if he was here, but he's not. Granted, if he was here, I wouldn't be here. So
why not?
I'm here because I need to take care of my mother and my sister, and we had to leave Cheliax because of a job opportunity, and so. But if he didn't pass away, I would need to. You get what I'm saying?
No,
right?
not really. Are you all right, boy?
Boy. Hamir of
Are
boy.
you saying you'd still be in Cheliax
Most likely.
10 years ago
Probably.
if he came back?
I mean, that would
So
be
things
assuming.
worked out.
No. I would much
You're in a
rather
better
be in
place.
Cheliax.
Would you?
I mean, honestly, I would either much rather be
Why-
in Cheliax or Tom Grove. I had an office in Tom
Why
Grove.
don't you just get a job in Cheliax again? Surely your old job might be interested.
No, I don't. My old job was working here, and I did the same thing for the company, just different departments. And I got fired from, and
Oh.
I'm not really wanted. And
You got fired because your dad died?
no.
That's
No.
harsh.
Your father's dead. Get out.
You need to go to the funeral. You're fired.
No, when my dad died, I was like too young to work.
Oh.
I'm.
How old are you?
I know I'm in my 20s.
Oh. You're an elf, so I assumed you were like 80.
No, very,
Sorry.
very young for it. My mother is quite old. She's, I think, 200s now.
Well, he was quite old too. That's kind of why I thought you were.
Wait, he
Not
was
so
also an
young.
elf.
I know.
They didn't meet and have a child for, well, 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, longer than 10 years ago.
Right.
I'm the oldest of my family.
Yes.
Well, I have not siblings, but I do
You
have
have a
sibling.
sister.
Yeah, I have a sister, but I'm talking. I also have like cousins and stuff.
Well,
but-
I would imagine so. He didn't talk about your cousins, though. He talked
No,
about
we
you
don't.
and Lena.
we don't have to talk about my.
Right.
Why do you know my sister's name?
I spent 10 years with your father.
Right.
I don't understand what's so...
Not many people know her name.
What do you
so
want
it's
me to
weird.
ask?
What do you
I'm not
want to
talking
ask?
to you.
You're not talking to me. We've been talking.
I'm talking to your father. Shut up.
What are you talking about? My father's dead.
I know. He won't leave me alone.
What?
Ufair already knows this anyway. Ufair met your father like yesterday.
I don't believe you.
He's haunting me. There were 13 people alongside me when I got this thing, and I pull out the chalice. And they're all dead. We all died that day. I'm here, and he's in there, my mind with the others.
So, would you let Alward hold your chalice for a little bit?
Depends, I guess. What do you want with my chalice?
Well, so how did you get the chalice?
We
Can I-
stumbled upon it.
See it?
Sure. Careful, though.
Can I read Psychon on its resonance on this chalice?
Oh, boy. That's a good idea.
Why don't you remind us all exactly
Yeah.
what that does?
So read psychometric resonance. With a touch, I can read a psychic impression left on an object by their previous owners. It's an exploration activity similar to detecting magic. So if I was moving, I'd move at half my speed. I must brush it with my bare hands, or any object that I pass over with it. It detects the object with significant emotional resonance attached to them, such as joy from a child's beloved teddy bear, sorrow from a widower's wedding ring, or fear from a victim's murder weapon. If you're looking for a particular type of emotional resonance, which I'm not, I can choose to ignore other emotions. If you find an item with the resonance, you can explore the resonance with the following action. I spend 1 minute concentrating on the object to get a vision of the face of the person who imbued the item with such emotion in the first place. So it's really, I would feel the emotion regardless, but it's really up to Sam if he wants me to be able to hold on to it for a minute.
I don't know what you're doing, so yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
So here in the library, you're going to focus on the psychometric resonance in this chalice.
Well, first, what's it feel like when I first touch it?
Ooh. It's a good feeling. It's not a good feeling. It's a very bad feeling.
On the realm of good feelings, this is not a good feeling.
Would it be like
It's an emotion specifically, so like, and it could be multiple.
A fear.
there's multiple.
A fear, like a hunger.
It's fear, hunger, despair,
Despair. that's
Anger?
a good one. Anger, yeah.
grief.
Yeah, those are good ones.
So upon touching it, for just that brief moment, I'm gonna have my mage hand take it out of my hands. She's like, What is this thing?"
A chalice
No,
that has some sort of...
I've never touched a chalice that was hungry. What is this thing?
Well, I'm not for sure, but it seems pretty bonded to me. We found it while we were out and about on our missions. And
Is this what killed everyone?
it didn't kill anyone.
Did you kill everyone?
No.
Then what killed everyone?
Greed,
Over the
despair,
chalice?
cowardice,
Oh,
foolishness.
coward. Were they scared of the chalice?
Those of us who went to the war we weren't heroes. We were
I didn't
scared,
expect that.
small little men full of greed and cowardice who just wanted to go home.
I mean, yeah, my father.
And
got a
then we
letter
all
one day
died.
and was just. Wait, you died?
I might as well have.
Okay, there's much too much going on here.
So you're not doing the minute of holding?
No, I'm going to.
Okay,
I'm just building up to it.
that's fine.
Would you be fine if I looked at it for a little bit?
I guess. I mean, you've seen how I use it.
You drink it. I'm not going to do
It
that.
fills itself with that
very-
liquid, and it heals
I,
wounds.
it's very.
Have I fully
Neat.
described this chalice?
I don't think you have. You just said you've been holding it.
'Cause
You did at some point.
it's a stone chalice, and it's got 13 engravings in it around the cup handle of it. And it's just like a grayish kind of stone with like a bits of moss growing on it. And like, within the green water is that mist stuff that kind of seeps out of it.
Okay. I'm specifically looking for the hunger because I think that's very weird. A cup should not be hungry. A cup should not be a lot of things, but it should not be hungry.
So maybe as you're like holding it and reading it, everything kind of fades back for a moment in your mind, and then you see the chalice there on like an altar just in the edge of what probably used to be a temple of sorts, but now it's just part of the forest. And then we cut, and then there's like a big group of us, of soldiers, all kind of walking towards it. And then we cut, and you see one of them just get stabbed by another one, and then one of them runs up to the chalice, and like blood starts draining into it, and then another one kills another one. And then you can see Hamir kind of just standing there looking really confused, and kind of lots of quick flashes of a lot of the emotions. But it like keeps going back to the chalice just sitting there.
Who specifically was feeling hungry though?
The chalice.
So I get
So that's why it keeps kind of going to the chalice, and you're watching it kind of like feed to where like, and then it also keeps cutting to me between that, and then cuts around. Some people are dying, and then you see your father with a knife in his neck, and me holding on to it.
Figured. You monster.
And then you kind of get the sensation of like a soul going into it, into the chalice. And then everything's just calm, and you see the chalice sitting there surrounded by dead men, and me standing there covered in blood.
So waking up from that, I'm going to drop the chalice, very hurriedly grab all of the books that we were
Pick up the
using
chalice.
for research,
What
go check them out at the
what are you-
library, and
Howard,
then
what are
start
you
walking
doing?
away.
Howard, what are you doing? What did you do?
I'm not going to
Howard.
answer you. I'm mad at you.
I'm gonna go after you.
Goodbye. See you soon.
Howard, what are you doing?
don't wish to speak with you right now.
What did you do?
Nothing. It's
What
fine.
did you do?
I'm going to go find the others and just gonna go back to the tavern.
I'm gonna grab your shoulder. Our word. Stop.
So when you do that, everything around us, like the stairs that we're on, just sort of fall underneath you, and everything becomes a blank white space. And I turn to you, and I'm just very angrily looking at you. And roll for initiative.
Oh.
And that's where we'll end this episode.
Me, Michael Petit, is the one who got the card.
Hello. Yeah, Petit.
So the card that I got was Shoot Through, and I really like this one. It says, play when you're about to make your attack roll for a ranged strike. If the path of the strike goes through another creature's space before reaching the target is flat-footed against the attack, and the other creature doesn't provide cover.
Ooh.
Nice.
Again, I appreciate everybody for nominating me, including Nunu. But I have to go tell
Nunu
her...
has left the building.
Bye. I have to go tell a random stranger that they are beautiful.
Ooh.
Can that be me?
You're beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
All right, beautiful listeners. We'll see you in the next episode. This has been an Atomic Broadcasting production. Pathfinder, Galarian, and the Lost Omens world setting are copyright of Paizo. More information at paizo.com. Music in the show is from Monument Studios' collection, as well as assorted artists with some original tracks composed by Jordy Hake. More details in the description. If you enjoyed the show, please remember to share with a friend, and we'll look forward to seeing you again next time.
I don't understand.
This time the GM messes something up.
Gim.
The gim.
Nope, don't start that. Don't.
That was the tally marker for Uber saying he doesn't understand going up another 10.